And thank you so much, sweetie. You already got 10 points for that. Somebody, she found the back of somebody's pen. If anybody's lost your pen, you might want to. Okay, see, we're just like little kids. We wear pens all over. Won't y'all think we somebody? Okay. We're going to start. If the adults would turn your cell phones off or down. If you could refrain as much as you could while the kids are up here. I'm turning mine down, I apologize. If y'all could refrain as much as you could from going in and out, that would be very much appreciated. We're always aware of the fact that these children are in the 2nd grade. And so we're going to start. I'm going to ask if the district president of the Georgia Exchange Club would come up and lead us in the pledge and any opening words he might want to say.
Thank you. Would y'all rise, please? Join me as we salute the greatest symbol on earth, our flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. To the parents and the young people, thank you for taking time out. You know, I can think of a lot of things your brother would probably doing on a Saturday and it wasn't traveling to Albany, right? But thank you for taking the time out to bring these winners, and they're winners because they've already proven that in their school system. And so now they get to showcase their talents and their knowledge of safety to the rest of the state. And so to you, thank you for bringing them. You can be proud of them. To the others that are joining us, Exchange Night, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing your support to these young people. It means a whole lot when we have a room full of people cheering them on. And to our first responders, thank you. Thank you for being here. With that, Hazel, let's get started.
Okay. As most of you are aware of right now, I went to Safety Conscious back in August, and so I'm on a scooter, and I'm having to do kind of the best I can, and all the exchange items that has helped and filled in, and especially my husband, who people have said he's been my caretaker since I've been here. I just want to let you know that usually it's a little different. We have the kids up, and it is a little different. This time, you know, I had to make lemonade out of lemons, and so we're going to do the best we can. If I have to sit down at any time, I will either sit down and talk from sitting down, or Lisa Glisson, and Lisa stand, so that if y'all have any questions, Lisa Glisson she and I do everything together, so if I have to sit down or anything, she will be glad to come up and finish the questions at that time. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the children coming up. They're going to introduce themselves and where they're from. And because of this, I didn't really have an opportunity to talk with the children, so I'm kind of talking to them right now with y'all. I'm going to let them come up, say their name, say where they're from, and we're going to let them introduce themselves and come back down and sit. And a lot of people wonder, why don't you just go and ask a question? Well, it's because a lot of these kids have never spoken on a microphone. A lot of kids, just being here in front of people speaking on a microphone is a big deal and really a boost of their self-confidence, and that's what we're searching for. So, I did not ask Ron, and Ronnie is Jack's wife, and she's going to be tallying up the things for us. Jack, just stand there for a moment because I can't go back to it, if you will. Are these in the order they are on the sheet? Because I didn't bring a sheet with me, I'm sorry. Can I have one of those sheets? Can I get one of them? Yeah, one of them. Are they in the order from start? Let me count one of those ones so I can start. Okay, which one?
Jen's going to come right here, Jen. Can you sit trade places with Michael? Jessica, you're going to be where Douglas is.
Meet her.
Douglas right there, and then Michael.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. We have them listed on our score sheets, and I don't want to be talking to the wrong child here. Okay, can you? And it's Nala. Oh, Nala. Ooh, that's pretty. I want you to go up, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from. And if you want to say I'm here with, you can. Just tell us what you want to tell us up in the microphone. I'm going to let you walk this way walk toward Mr. Jack around to the microphone that way.
My name is Nala, and I go to Raleigh.
Okay. Well, where is that? Where's Raleigh? What town are you from?
Macon.
All right.
My name is Jenna, and I'm from Pooler Elementary in Pooler. And I am here with my wonderful mom and dad and brother. My name is Jessica, and I'm from Ebenezer Elementary School in Evansville County. And I'm here with my mom and dad.
All right. You can always tell who the mom and dad is because they're the ones that when they say they're the biggest, they have the most teeth shown. All right. Douglas.
My name is Douglas, and
Is it nice time?
and I'm from Georgia, and I'm here with my very good and responsible uncle and his other
Y'all train these kids right this year. Next. He's thinking of something to say right now.
I'm Michael, and I am from Bible Baptist from Savannah, and I'm here with both of my brothers, both of my sisters, my mom and dad, and my teacher.
Anala, we're going to start with you. If you will go up, and if y'all would just be really quiet, and when you go up, everybody else will be really quiet for you, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Judges, we're going to start on question number 1, and let me just tell the audience real quick. If we have a question that I don't feel like the student can get as many points on as the student before them, I will skip that question. I will let the judges know. You will never know. The kids won't know. What we do is we grade them on 1 to 10, and 10 being a very full answer, 9 or 8 if they leave a little part of it out or whatever. It's to the judge's discretion. They have a hard job today. I can tell when these kids as rambunctious as they are today. So we're going to start. If y'all have any questions, like I said, just ask Lisa. If you have any comments, just mention it to Lisa. All right? Let us start. Question number 1, judges. We're just going to start at the top. Jeff and his friend are playing outside when they see someone lying on the ground as if he is hurt. What will the Foozer tell them to do?
The Foozer will say Jeff and his friends should not walk over to the person laying on the ground. It might be a trick for one of them to come over and grab them. One of them should go tell their parents what is wrong.
The Foozer will say they should tell an adult or the police the person lying on the ground might be trying to trick Jeff and his friend into coming up close so that he would grab them. Very good. Question number 2. Jenna, Faith's mother says she is not allowed to go out and play with any of her friends after school for 3 days because she broke a rule. Will the Foozer think this is okay?
Yes, the Foozer will say this is okay. It is okay for her mother to do this, to not let her go outside and play for 3 nights since she broke a rule.
The Foozer will say it's okay for Faith's mother to make her stay inside after school for 3 days if she broke a rule. Thank you. Question number 5, judges. Jake's house is on fire. He starts down the hall to get out. The hall is filled with smoke, but it's the only way out. What would the Foozer tell Jake to do?
The Foozer will tell Jake to crawl on his hands and knees because there will be less smoke at the bottom of the hall and more air. It would also help if he could tie a wet cloth over his mouth.
The Foozer will tell Jake to get down on his hands and knees and crawl along the floor. There will be more air and less smoke close to the floor. It will help if he tie a wet cloth over his mouth and nose too. his pocket without paying for it. He tells Rebecca that he will not be her friend anymore unless she steals one too. What will the Foozer tell Rebecca to do?
The Foozer will tell Rebecca not to take a candy bar without paying it. A real friend would not tell his or her friend that she should steal something. Thank you.
The Foozer will tell Rebecca never steal anything. This friend is not really a friend if he would not ask her, or he would not ask her to steal anything. Rebecca should tell him she would not be his friend if he steals anything. Number 9. Barry is playing in his mother's van. He sees a little place where things like packages can be put. He thinks it would be fun to hide in there. What will the Foozer tell him to do?
The Foozer would tell him that he should not hide in the package and he should go somewhere else to hide because it is dangerous to hide in the package.
The Foozer will tell Barry not to get into the storage space. The door might get stuck and he would not be able to get out. Even if he would yell really loud, people might not be able to hear him and help him out. Thank you very much. Okay, judges, y'all ready? All right, number 22. Nikki is shopping with her mother. She is tired of looking at sheets and towels. She thinks she could go to the toy department alone and look at toys. What would Foozer tell her to do?
The Foozer would tell her not to go to the toys department to look at toys because it's dangerous to go somewhere by yourself.
The Foozer will tell Nikki not to go to the toy department alone. It would be better to stay with her mother and then ask her mother to take her to the toy department after she is done looking at the sheets and towels. Thank you. Number 18. Hannah is home alone with her little brother. He chokes on some food. He can't breathe. He starts to turn blue. What will the Foozer tell Hannah to do?
The Foozer will tell Hannah to call 911 immediately and state what is wrong. Then she should call her a relative or a neighbor and tell them what has happened. Then after that, she should push her fist down into her brother's stomach really hard to help try to get the food out.
The Foozer will say Hannah should call 911 right away, and then she should call her neighbor. While she waits for them to come, she should push her fist into her brother's stomach really hard. This might help get the food out of his throat. Number 19. Jamal is walking home from school. A car stops, and a man shows him a $20 bill. The man says he is lonely and will give Jamal the $20 if he goes for a ride with him. Well, the Foozer said it's okay to go with the man.
The Foozer would say that the man is a stranger and he should not go into the car with him. He should turn around and run in the opposite direction and tell an adult what the car looked like and what the man looked like.
The Foozer will say it is not okay to go with the man. He should never take money from a stranger and never go to any place with a stranger. Jamal should run away and tell an adult what happened. Thank you. Next. Number 25. John is tired of going so slowly on his skateboard. Will the Foozer think John should take hold of a moving truck so he can go faster like the big kids are doing?
No, the Foozer would say that he should not move, he should not grab on a moving vehicle. Another vehicle behind him could accidentally hit him if the driver did not see him. Or he might fall down and get hurt badly. Thank you.
The Foozer will say John should not hold on to a moving truck. He could fall down and get hurt. He could also be hit by another truck or car and be very badly hurt. Thank you. Okay. Number 26. In the middle of the night, Samantha smells smoke. She touches her doorknob and it feels hot. What would the Foozer say Samantha should do? do?
The Foozle would tell Samantha if she is on the bottom floor, she should go out her window and throw rocks at her parents' windows to wake them up.
The Foozle will say Samantha should leave the door closed and go out the window if it is near the ground. She should never open a window that feels hot if she thinks that the house is on fire. Very good. Hold on just a moment, I'll call you up, okay? We're gonna, I know the kids are so anxious when they first get here. I try to get them up and let them answer a couple of questions because they're hot when they get here. But I wanted to tell you a few things about us. The first thing is that we're gonna do 5 questions today. We're going to take the scores, and like I told you before, it can be 1 to 10. We will gather all those scores. The best possible score will be 50, but that's unlikely. You might think your child deserves 50, but truly, you won't go there. I always thought mine did too. But what we'll do is we'll get the top score. At that time, we may have a tiebreaker. If you get a tiebreaker, I don't want the kids to get too excited because it may be a tiebreaker for 3rd place. It may be a tiebreaker for 1st place. So just wanted to kind of explain the rules to you. Do have some folks here today that I need to go ahead and recognize really quickly. And Jack, would you mind, since you're the district president, would you mind introducing the celebrities in the audience? I know you're the president.
From our national president is here, Lou Molitor, and his wife, Patty. Our executive national vice president, Tracy Edwards from Toledo, Ohio. Region 10 vice president from South Carolina, Elizabeth Grantham is with us. And one of our national past presidents, been in exchange for a number of years, Mr. Gus Parker and his wife are here with us. Gus and his wife. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Okay. I'm going to, I just give the kids a break and I try to do it, but yeah, definitely. Well, I'm going to actually just go with the objective of it and everything, yeah. But we're going to, I'm trying to give them all a break, including the judges, because their minds are probably like, are these really 2nd graders? Okay, we're going to go with question number 27 and O'Malley. You ready? No. Sorry, pronounced it incorrectly. Ready? Barbara's taking a bath and she's in a hurry. She decides to dry her hair with a hairdryer while she's in the bathtub. Will the Foozle think Barbara should do this?
The Foozle was saying no. She should not blow dry her hair while she's in the bathtub. Because she might drop the hairdryer into the tub. The electrical might go through the wire into the water and into her body. It might be killing her.
Thank you very much. Barbara should not do this. The hairdryer might drop into the water. The electricity could travel from dryer through water and in her body, hurting her and maybe even killing Barbara. Thank you. Next. Jenna. Walking on the road on the way home. They see a big funnel-shaped cloud coming across the field toward them. What will the Foozle say they should do?
The Foozle will say they should lie down on the ground or get in a ditch, even if there's mud or water in it. This is a tornado. They should wait until the tornado passes so they can get up and go home.
The Foozle will say Jonathan and Lori should lie down on the ground right away because of funnel-shaped clouds or tornadoes. If there's a ditch beside the road, they should lie in it even if there's mud or water in it. They should stay there until the tornado goes past them. Thank you. Number 29. April wears the key to her front door on a chain around her neck because she goes home alone after school. Will the Foozler say it's okay for her to wear the key on the outside of her blouse or dress?
The Freezer would say yes, it is okay for her to wear it. The Freezer would say no, it's not okay for her to wear it outside her blouse or dress because if someone was to see it, they would snatch it off her neck and then she wouldn't be able to get inside the house. The Freezer would also tell her to ask an adult about another safe place to keep.
Thank you. The Foozler would say April should keep the key inside her dress or blouse so nobody will know she goes home alone. Thank you. Number 30. Mary steps on a big nail, but the cut does not bleed. Will the Foozler say she should tell her parents about it?
Yes, the Foozler would say she should tell her parents about it. The nail might have been infected by bugs or another resource. So she should tell her parents about it. She might need to go to the doctor as well. Thank you.
The Foozler will say that Mary should tell her parents stepping on a nail can be dangerous. She might need to go to the doctor. Thank you. Number 31. Steve's big brother and his buddy are taking a shortcut. They're walking down on the railroad tracks that go over a bridge. Will the Foozler think Steve should go with his brother?
No, the Foozler would tell him that he should not go with his brother because a train could come by and they could get hurt or even they could die. They should find another way to go home.
The Foozler will say that Steve should not go with his brother. It's a dangerous It's dangerous to walk on the bridge. If a train comes along, they could not get off the tracks unless they jumped off the bridge. Thank you. Okay. Yes?
You said train track, you said I have to jump off the bridge. What do you mean bridge?
We'll talk about that with your wonderful uncle. We'll go over that. Okay, this is actually starting our fourth question, am I correct? Fourth round. So, Anai, you ready? Number 32. Jennifer is frying something in a skillet. It catches on fire. What will the Foozler tell her to do?
The Foozler would tell her to call 911 and wait until they get there and she should tell them what is wrong.
Okay. The Foozler would say Jennifer should put a lid on the skillet, pull it off the burner, and turn off the stove. She could also pour a box of baking soda on it or use a fire extinguisher if they have one. If the fire doesn't go out, she should call the fire department. Thank you. Number 34. Barney has black and blue marks on his head and arms where his father hit him because he came home late for dinner. What will the Foozler say Barney should do?
The Foozler would say, the Foozler would tell Barney that no boy or girl deserves to be hit like that. Then he should tell his teacher or counselor. If they do not help him, he should call 1-800-532-3208 in Georgia or 1-800-4CHILD in other states.
The Foozler will say no boy or girl should be hit like that. The Foozler will say Barney should talk to his teacher, his counselor, or another adult about it. We might want to write down some of those numbers. Wow, okay. I was telling her, I was going to check her after the meeting, when you call anybody. Let's see. Let's try question number 38. Sally is at an intersection. The walk light is on. A car is coming toward her very fast. Will the Foozler tell Sally to wait even though the light says to walk?
Fraser would say that she should wait because even though the light says walk, because the car may not stop and it could hurt her and kill her. If the car does stop, then she should walk across.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. I flipped my page. The Fraser will tell Sally that it is safest for her to wait to see if the car is going to stop before she starts to walk. Thank you. Number 42. Cole's dog is gone. His parents are still at work. It is starting to get dark, and Cole is afraid his dog won't be able to find his way home. What will the Boozer say Cole should do?
The Boozer would tell Cole not to go try to get the dog. If the dog does not come back and his or her parents are home, him or her should tell their parents that the dog has left, and if the parents can't find it, the dog might find his way home.
The Boozer will tell Cole not to go looking for his dog. He should wait until his parents are home to help look for the dog. Thank you. Page 44, number 44. It is the 4th of July. Kelly lights a firecracker and it does not go off. Will the Boozer say it is safe for Kelly to go over to see what is wrong with it?
No, the Boozer would tell her that she should not go near the firelighter and she should tell an adult what happened.
The Boozer will tell Kelly to leave it where it is. If it is still there in the morning, she should pour water on it and then pick it up. Very good. And we are about to do our 5th round, am I correct? Y'all keep up with me over there. Now y'all know why it takes a village to run a Think-A-Thon tournament with 2nd graders. One of the things that I know that some of the exchange acts did want y'all to know was the Quick Think-A-Thon is a live tournament, but it's actually based on a board game. I'm so glad our national president is here because I know that this is not a national. This is only in the state of Georgia. And when it was first started, it was started with the Georgia Council on Child Abuse. Well, as the exchange acts know, our philanthropy is prevention of child abuse. That's what we're about. Every time these kids get up, you may think that one of them, well, they memorized it or whatever, but if you could hear them say it, you know they didn't memorize it. They know these things. I know the exchange acts are tired of hearing me say this year after year, but one of the things was when we first started the tournament, I was asking a question, and I asked the question about how you get away from a car if a car was chasing you or whatever. This was for a child. And I always thought that you ran to somebody's house, even as an adult. And the true answer is that you turn around, and one of the kids even mentioned it, even though it wasn't in their answer. You turn around and you face the car and you run away because they can't turn the car around as fast as you can turn your body around. And that amazed me because I travel a lot, I'm a realtor, and I travel a lot by myself and stuff. And so there are a lot of things that if I guarantee you that there are people, I know y'all didn't know those numbers, okay? You may have known them because you called her dialing them, but you didn't know those numbers. But I'm just saying that I didn't know those numbers. I thought it was amazing that a child knew those numbers. So that's what we do, that's what it is. I will always give everybody this stuff. If any of your clubs want to start it as a tournament, we give awards. Every child here is a winner. We don't have a child that doesn't win. Every child here receives something before they leave. And we at one time gave away, and Lisa's going to kill me because I can't remember, we gave away savings bonds. And it became such an issue with the privacy law that we can't do that anymore. Well, now I will go ahead and tell the parents that we give away gift cards. It's your choice. We would prefer that you do something very educational with them or family related with them. That's what we're about. That's what we're about here is family, children, and safety. Well, they maybe should have got a different person that told them to say that today. Jack has already got on it a couple of times. He told me, kids, be real careful if you say to climb a fence, especially
when you get a little older in age.
Okay. Judges, are y'all ready? And I'm going to introduce the hard-working judges in just a moment. Let's see. I think we will start with some of the the final questions, okay? I think we'll start on number one. If you got that, do you have that copy? Lisa, would you have to make sure they have a copy? Y'all should have 2 copies of that. And at the top of it says, quick Think-A-Thon final questions. You got them? Ready? Question number 1. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have time up. I guess I was just going to read the question and answer. I'll do that sometimes. Ready? Okay. This is your last question. Y'all got to get it? Are you getting asleep? No? Okay. All right. You got to give it your best, okay? While playing ball, Caitlin accidentally breaks Mr. Jones's window. Caitlin's mother says she must apologize to Mr. Jones. Then she must earn enough money by doing chores to pay for the window. Well, the Boozer think that's all right.
The Boozer would say yes, it's alright, because if you break somebody's window and you didn't apologize or fix it, they get mad at you.
The Boozer will think that is all right. It is nice to apologize when you do something wrong. All girls or boys should replace things they break, even if it's an accident. Thank you. Number 2. Justin and Tyler are walking down the street together. Justin dares Tyler to run across the street in front of a car that is coming really fast. What will the Boozer say Tyler should do?
The Boozer will say Tyler should not take the dare. It is not safe to run across the street while a moving car is coming. If it hit him, he could get hurt very badly.
The Boozer will say Tyler should never take a dare from anyone. He might get hurt very badly. Thank you. Okay. Number 3. Emilio sees a rabbit in the woods. Usually the wild animals run from him, but this one is very tame. Will the Boozer say it's okay to pet him?
The Boozer would say that the raccoon may be sick, and if it was to bite him, it could make him sick too. He should walk away from the raccoon and tell an adult about what happened.
The Boozer will say that Emilio should never pet a wild animal in the woods that seems tame. It is probably sick. If it bites Emilio, he can get sick too. Thank you very much. Number 4. Alyssa has a new bicycle. She left it in the driveway. Her father's backing his car out of the garage and does not see the bicycle. Will the Boozer say Alyssa should, let me start over on this question, okay? Same question, I'm just repeating the question, okay? Alyssa has a new bicycle. She left it in the driveway. Her father is backing his car out of the garage and doesn't see the bicycle. What will the Boozer say Alyssa should do?
The Boozer would tell Alyssa not to go in the back of the car, because his father might not see her and she could get hit. She should go to the side of the car or the front of the car and give him signals so he will stop. Thank you.
The Boozer will tell Alyssa to yell and wave at her father from the front or the side of the car and try to get his attention. Then she can tell him the bicycle is behind him. The Boozer will say she should not run behind the car to try to get the bicycle. Her father might not see her and might hit her with the car. Thank you. I'm going to go over to number 9. Andy is at a ball game. He goes to buy a hot dog and gets lost. A man sees him crying and tells him to wait until he gets a policeman to help. Will the Foozer tell him this is a good idea to wait?
No, the Foos would tell him that he should not wait because it is a stranger and it could be a trick. He should find a police officer and tell him that he is lost.
The Foozer will say it's okay for him to wait since the man did not ask him to leave the cart with him. If he stays in the spot, the policeman might find him and help him. Thank you. Okay, we're going to wait for just a moment, and I think that was the end of the 5th round. And so now, yeah, I have some really hard-working folks here today, and I am so glad that I am not sitting in those chairs over there, even though I might be more comfortable from sitting in the chair. I would like to introduce our judges. And I told him the first one I was going to write his name down the way I could remember it, so if I get it wrong, he's going to really be mad. Stephen Burns. No, is that close? He's with the Albany Fire Department. The next is Tamika Salem. She's an administrative assistant with the EMS. Anthony Grimley with the Daughtry, is that? Doe County. Okay. Get the sheriff's department. We got just a minute. Do y'all have any comments? Any of the three of you have any comments about anything here? I know this is the first time that y'all been able to witness any of this. Do you have any thoughts?
Very interesting.
These kids are smart, aren't they? Any of the counselors or teachers or parents, I was going to say?
I would like to say, as a parent, how appreciative I am of the program. And at the Exchange Club, I was not familiar with the program at all before my daughter participated in it, nor with the Exchange Club. But my daughter brought the game home, and we played it, and she loved it. I mean, she truly enjoyed it. I think all of her classmates enjoyed the program, and what a valuable program, because if you're in an emergency situation, you have to make those split-second decisions. And how many of us adults wish that we were prepared with the right answer? And here our kids are now prepared with the right answer at the split-second decision, and that can save their lives and make a big difference and have a lot of positive outcomes. So if you're from another state, I would encourage you to look into having this program. I would love to see it in our schools nationwide. So thank you very much.
Wow. Okay, Jack, we may have to get her a gift card too. Anybody? Okay, the wonderful uncle.
Right. I would like to say, as an uncle, I was a parent, when his grandfather called and asked that I bring him up here, I was like, hey, what is that? You know, so I'm asking questions about it. But I'm glad I came. It was educational, and it was good to see these second graders know and as knowledge as they are about safety. And I also want to thank the Exchange Club for putting this program on. So I just want to thank you all and tell everybody else to give Exchange Club a hand.
I want to let some of you know some of the other questions as I go back to the fact that I'll give you, for instance, one of the children I knew had a couple of fire questions, and I was trying to give him a different question, give him a different avenue. That's why I go through the questions too. But we did have questions in there about drugs, we have questions about cigarettes, we have questions about inappropriate touching. We have a lot of those questions. When our club took the board game to our Board of Education, they took the inappropriate touching out, and parents, I'll be guarded with my speech here, but I don't think we ought to be, but I will be. And they took those out because they were concerned that the kids would play the game without a teacher, without an adult, and it would be more of a teasing type thing, or get a little risque instead of the other way. A lot of the groups still have those things in there, especially the ones that are just taught with the counselors. They talk about good touch, bad touch. There's one of the questions say, I don't know, Jennifer's sitting on her dad's lap and he's reading her a bedtime story before bedtime. Is this okay? So we tell them things that are good. We try to give them the the good parts and the bad parts. We also talk about, you know, Uncle whoever stuffed over there in the closet. I mean, there's a lot of questions on there, but we don't have those questions in our tournaments because we don't know what, there may be kids here that their school board does not allow those questions in the games. So I just wanted to let you know that we, you know, the group of us that went through these questions, now the new boards have, Lisa helped me with this, but they have cyber, they have like internet safety,
Gun safety.
Oh my goodness, gun safety has just been all over them. I was trying to think of what else, Lisa, gun and internet, there was another one too. There's one about, how many kids would,
That was it, bullying.
yeah, bullying. How many kids would know that, and I know one of the kids here had this question about if you see a stranger laying on the ground, you know, I probably go there and say, can I help you too? I mean, you know, that's the kind of person I am. But now that I've gone through this game and stuff too, you know, these kids know to go and get the parents and come back and say, you know, somebody's laying out there on the ground and he needs help, instead of going up there and saying, can I help you, and maybe being taken into a bad situation. Jack, you've been in doing this, helping me on this for a long time. Skip, this is kind of a filler thing here. Y'all have any comments, anything y'all want to say about this?
I think this is my 4th year, and I tell you, I'm really impressed with these second graders.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to say that we don't have it in the Albany area. But after this year, when my job description becomes a task, I'm going to take it on myself to see if we can't get this established in our school system. I think it's going to be a nationwide project. I challenge our national president to do something on the national level. Tracy, you and Lou, maybe not this year, but let's see if we can kind of work this in, because this is something that's getting more and more in the news media every day. Every day. I know Seaburn does a great job. They have a house that they have on wheels that they carry around and teach fire safety.
Yeah.
But more needs to be taught to these kids than fire safety. It's more, there's more dangers out there for them. And let me tell you something. You kids, God, y'all got my heart. I tell you, your answers really touches me. And I want to protect y'all and the generations behind y'all. And it's going to make me do more in my area. Thank y'all for being here.
I will share one thing. We did this program in Statesboro for 10, 11, 12 years, which means that the children that we had 10 or 12 years ago are now graduating or have graduated. And every once in a while, I'll run into one of these kids, whether it be in my bank or at a grocery store or mall or ball game or wherever, and they still remember. They are not just remembering these answers, memorizing these answers. They learn this, and they still remember. I had a young lady stop me in the grocery store and say, I remember what I was taught, and I'm babysitting now. I think she was about 14 or 15 at the time. She said, I'm babysitting now, and it has taught me so much, the things I learned in the 2nd grade, and I will never forget. Thank you.
Oh. And it lets me know that I'm still known as the Think-A-Thon lady. These kids come up from 2nd or 3rd grade all the way up and say, hey, you that Think-A-Thon lady? I said, yeah. Thank you, sweetie. I'm going to ask, because of my little handicap here, I'm going to ask Jack if you would come up. And I know that we're still doing the things, but there's some stuff that we need to get from back in the back. Lisa, you want to maybe skip? Y'all want to have, I think they're just sitting down in the back. Okay. We got some things for the kids. Let me just tell you, they're going to have a sugar high. We don't care. Okay. We're fixing to give them all. Oh, do not open them in here. Wait till you get with your parents or your mom. Yeah. There's some goodies in it, and I'm going to ask you, come on. Listen, how many of Maybe she can help me up there. Why don't y'all get her up over there? We're gonna bring you something else, okay? But I want y'all to look here. Attention. I know y'all's attention spans are short, mine's short. Look here. We make sure that you share with whoever you brought with you, because there's a lot of goodies in there. We have more fun stuff in those than we do anything, but be careful with the bags, because the bags are really cheap. Really great, you know. What I mean, you know, you just can't that much for $1 anymore, you know? Well, we have such a good time. Lisa and I go every year and buy the stuff that go in these bags. We have the most fun. Ooh, they're like this, they're like that. So we have a good time. Ron, what you thinking?
Double checking on that.
Okay, we are right there.
I don't want to stick you.
Let me tell you about the prizes. Jack, those, medallions, Skip, I want to just explain this. We get an extra medallion every year. Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead and give him the medallion. Go ahead. Every year, Skip has to have, put it on him, because he has to have one every year. Skip is such a baby, he has to have a medallion.
I think you should have an easier question.
Now, give me a question.
Okay.
When you gonna give me a
We're gonna ask y'all stand right where you are. Don't let me, put your bags down in front of you. You should just put the bags under the chairs. Put the bags down. Okay, y'all stand up. Jack, would you, just let, the kids can come up there to you if you want to, and you can just say something to them, and then we're ready. Okay. Yeah.
Look, the medallion, so everybody can see it. It's got the picture of Refuser, and it says 2013 Think-A-Thon, and on the back it says Georgia District Exchange Club. So thank you. On behalf of the Georgia District, we'd like to present a small token of our appreciation to our judges for coming out and taking time out of your schedule. And thank y'all.
I know y'all want to open this pass in a minute, but y'all hold just a second. We'd like to get pictures at the end, okay? And Jack, can you come toward me so I can get on the scooter? Thank you. Did you get the trophies? Okay. Okay. We are going to, I'm trying to do this backwards here. The second place winner is with a, have you got second place? Does it say second place?
It says second runner-up.
Okay, second runner-up is correct, Jack. Thank you very much. Second runner, I get this wrong every year. I usually get that from Lisa, but I appreciate you. The refusal was so many to keep you out of this gift. Okay, and you might want to say what that is. And a gift card for, you want to say what or not? For $100, and the trophy is Jessica Hall. And first runner-up is and a $150 gift card, and a trophy is Douglas Jackson. Okay, did you say thank you?
He did.
And the winner is trophy, and $250 is Jenna Griffin. We have a $50 gift card for Anala. And Michael McGee. I want to say one thing. I do want to say thank you for everybody who attended this, and I do want to say one thing that the Exchange Club always tries to say. I did not say it during this. Is we put this on, and every year, and Jack will tell you, our treasurer Jill, I saw that he came in, and he will tell you that I fight every year, or don't fight, but every year I ask for the money. I ask for the money for us to put this on. And it might seem expensive in one way. Y'all hear the money we give away, and we always buy the baskets, so we have to get them here, and we do the things, we do everything to entice the kids. But the reason that we do it is because the Exchange Club feels that if we save one child, it is worth it. And if you're thinking that that's your child we saved, it's worth a whole heck of a lot more. Most of us in this room, not most, but a good bit of us in this room, especially the exchange guys, are grandparents by this time. Those are the most valuable children, okay? So we feel that if we could save one of them, that we've done our job. We hope that you've enjoyed it. We're here for any questions you might have, and thank you so much. And kids, I want to just tell you something. Y'all did a phenomenal. I'm not sure that this is not the best answers from a group that we have ever had, and I sincerely say that. Thank you so much. We need some pictures, and if all the contestants would come up front. Just all 5 of the contestants.